Hallo allemaal, mijn naam is Dennis en dit is weer een crypto video. Het is echt een super week geweest. Bitcoin is flink gestegen. Ethereum is in verhouding zelfs nog meer gestegen. Zeker na die software update waar heel YouTube over wakker lag. Die software update is gelukt en Ethereum is klaar voor de volgende ronde. Qua crypto komt er echt een heleboel op jullie af. In positieve sfeer dan. En ik kan daar een uur over vol praten. Maar ik heb een druk weekend, dus wat heb ik gedaan? Ik heb bekende YouTubers gepakt. Ik heb de belangrijke dingen die ze zeggen, heb ik achter deze video geplakt. Zodat jullie een samenvatting hebben voor wat er de komende maanden op jullie afkomt. En dat is echt heel erg interessant. Je ziet dat langzaam de financiële wereld steeds meer gaat kijken naar crypto. Omdat het een interessante uitweg is. En ook naar jullie toe zeg ik, crypto heeft op dit moment de wind in de rug. En als je iets hebt om in te investeren, dan is crypto een hele makkelijke weg. Hier wil ik het op dit moment eventjes bij laten. Dus kijk even naar de video's die ik heb gemaakt. En ik denk dat jullie daar hele leuke dingen in gaan zien. Ik wens jullie een goede tijd toe. Veel gezondheid en wijsheid. En ik zie jullie in de volgende aflevering. Doei doei.
This was a big week in the Bitcoin industry. Bitcoin is officially the #1 performing asset during Q1. Bitcoin was up about 70% to start the year, and Bitcoin's correlation with gold continues to rise and now has hit near all-time highs.
You know, Bitcoin is on an absolute tear right now. It's smashing the resistances up, left and right and down in all directions. Look at this beautiful monthly chart. It looks so nice, guys. And you remember the bears. The bears were telling us when we were here at 17K, buying at 18K, we're buying like crazy here. We were saying that Bitcoin is super cheap. At 20K, we were buying. At 21K, we're buying. Bears were telling us, Ivan, what the hell are you doing? Ivan, are you insane? You're gonna lose so much money if we go to 12K. But listen, I was saying, if we go to 12K, we're gonna buy more. Just ensure that you get in at these low prices at the 17, even 20, and even 30, guys. I mean, even right now at 30, 31, I'm telling you again, it's still cheap. It's still cheap as hell as we're going to 100K.
We're only at 30,000, okay? So 40,000 around the corner. It's gonna get more exciting. 50, 60. Once we get into 60s, there's going to be so much massive FOMO. I can't even imagine, right? And it's not just from retail side. It's now institutions, banks, and big tech. They're all jumping in. They're ready to FOMO, and there's so much money sitting on the sidelines. It's going to be absolutely wild.
Yeah, Bitcoin passed a major milestone this quarter. If you look at the cumulative value of all the transactions, the number of transactions that have taken place on the network, Bitcoin's now settled over 800 million transactions worth a cumulative value of over $107 trillion, which is an incredible feat for a fully decentralized protocol that's only been in existence for just over 13 years.
Now, Michael Saylor and MicroStrategy, they've bought more Bitcoin, and they now are the proud owners of about 140,000 Bitcoin. Michael Saylor also reportedly owns personally about 17,000 Bitcoin as well. That brings his ownership between the company and his personal Bitcoin to about 0.75%, nearing in on that 1% magic number.
Number of Bitcoin millionaires double in 2023. And why do you think this happened? It's because people have been DCAing. People have been DCAing all the way down to 15,000. And now they have DCA'd so much back in the green, and now you have millionaires doubling, okay? That is crazy within a single year. I mean, not even a single year, 4 months of this year.
It's very interesting how during a time of seeing banks collapse and seeing the largest monthly loss in deposits in US history, I mean, you could see how insane this looks, and yet Bitcoin still continues to move to the upside, right? And we knew that at some point, we didn't know when, we used to talk about this in 2017, 2018, right? We knew at some point the world was going to begin to wake up to this. Now,
money flows from Bitcoin to ETH two large caps, and then into a massive, massive alt season. That's why we're repeating on this channel over and over again. Be sure you know how to find undervalued altcoins. Be sure you take responsibility and you learn the tools, for example, like Morales Money, where you can find them, or other tools. Just ensure you have some kind of tool that helps you, or some kind of strategy that helps you to achieve it. I will, of course, show you how we're doing it with Morales Money, how we are preparing for this money inflow in alts. But this is the biggest opportunity in crypto overall. It is altcoins. Altcoins approximately do on average 50 to 70x.
Points out that every time the Bitcoin price has hit its electrical cost in the past, it has been a generational investment opportunity without fail. This is by far the most trusted long-term Bitcoin metric because of this. And obviously you can see we've already hit that area. Not to mention the fact, and we'll get to the similarities in a minute, but Bitcoin is trading at a 33% discount to its fair value, pointing out how this area right here is similar to this area right here. So buying Bitcoin, even at these levels, even at 30,000, which seems crazy, right, is arguably the same thing as buying Bitcoin right here at around 6,000.
Whenever you get very bearish and you're hitting a lower line at a Bollinger Band, you tend to pop. And when you pop, it starts going nuts, okay? And look at what happened in 2022. Bitcoin kept going down and down and down. We were hugging that lower Bollinger Band for quite some time. And now we are popping. And according to Titan on Crypto, when you pop above that midline, which we just have, when you pop above it, you tend to hit the other side. You almost like you have a magnet that pulls Bitcoin's price upwards towards it. And if this trend continues and this magnet is pulling Bitcoin's price up to the upper Bollinger Band, that means we will be in the 60,000 range in short order. This is what a lot of people think is going to happen. Some people think it may come as soon as July.
And you can see right here, the green represents where we are right now. And every single time we had that bottom. Now, if you want to see where we ended up going from these points, right, keep in mind the green is now, right? Basically, you can kind of tell that as the lines are getting lower, the diminishing returns. But if we have a look at where we went from that area, obviously blast off to the moon, 2011 to 2013. Then we have the red, 2013 to 2017, obviously higher. And then 2017 to 2021, obviously a little bit lower. So, just looking at where this would go right here, it probably would put us somewhere a little bit down here, diminishing returns. But nevertheless, we are at the point in the cycle where, historically speaking, usually you start seeing the gas, get laid down on, right? You start seeing that momentum to the upside.
And last but not least, Apple went ahead and they put a little Easter egg in the brand new Mac. If you go into the terminal command line, you can search around and find a hidden copy of the Bitcoin white paper. This is one of the most valuable companies in the world. There are millions and millions and millions of Mac users all around the globe. And now they're promoting the Bitcoin white paper. And doing so in this Easter egg fashion only creates more online conversation and spreads the word further. It'll be interesting to see. Will Apple continue to embrace Bitcoin? Will they eventually put Bitcoin on their balance sheet? Could they potentially build all sorts of payment products to engage with the decentralized payment network? Or is this simply a one-off? And maybe it was an internal employee who just thought it'd be funny. I don't know, but it's something to keep an eye on.
Buy Bitcoin, guys. That's the thesis of this in basically every video.